Hey y'all, what's up? Y'all know it's your girl Ash, bringing y'all another episode tonight of Black Girl Interrupted. Tonight I'm doing something totally different. Tonight is absolutely needed for me. My whole goal is not to walk into 2022 with everything that I'm carrying in 2021. So like I say, tonight is totally different. This episode is gonna be absolutely different. Tonight it's all about me. It's all about Ashley. It's all about me releasing, me learning how to channel my emotions and letting you guys know that mental illness is absolutely real. So y'all already know I do my mental health check-in. Y'all have to bear with me. I'm barefaced tonight. No makeup, no nothing. Just me. Just me tonight. And I definitely need this. I mean, like y'all, you already know I start my shows doing my mental health check-ins. So drop in the comments, let me know how you feeling tonight. And while I wait on that, y'all already know what I do. Y'all know I have like buku videos that I show. Um, but this one is definitely the one needed for me today.
What do you do when your battle chooses you? What do you do when something shows up on your doorstep that you did not directly cause, choose, or definitely anticipate?
Life is not always easy. In fact, some of you today, you're here and you're going through the toughest season of your life. There will be seasons where we will suffer. There will be seasons of real pain. And the question is, how will you respond in those moments?
Life is hard sometimes. Easy, it's not an option. But it's worth fighting. It's worth believing. It's worth giving yourself a chance. It's worth mustering yourself up, standing up inside yourself. It's worth fighting relentlessly, never giving up. It's worth it. You can do it. You can do it.
There's problems that we go through that cause stress, worry, anxiety, and fear. But you might be in the battle of your life. I want to encourage you. It's not about what's happening around you. It's always about what's happening inside of you.
Just because you feel afraid doesn't mean you have to be afraid. Just because you feel discouraged doesn't mean you have to be discouraged. Just because you have fear doesn't mean fear has to have you.
The sentence out of your mouth is a story that you are putting out. I'm not gonna make it. I quit. Let's get a divorce. Business is never coming back. We've lost too many people. I've made too many mistakes. I'm a failure. Nobody can help me. I've done too many bad things. I don't know what's coming out of your mouth, but it's a death sentence. And as you continue to confess it and as you continue to declare it, well, don't be surprised when it becomes true in your life. We have to make sure that whenever I think a death sentence, I must speak a life sentence. Oh, I'm feeling the sentence of death. I'm feeling the thoughts of anxiety. I'm feeling the thoughts that I'm done. I feel like I've been used and it hurts and it's difficult. But when that happens, I start speaking out a life sentence. No, I'm just going to keep showing up. No, I'm going to get back up. The righteous man, he falls 7 times, but he gets back up.
Never give up. Never give in. Because skill can't get you past certain things. Quickness, agility can't get you. You gotta have mental toughness. Pain ain't permanent. Your pain ain't permanent. You can get through this. You bigger than your pain. You better than that.
Come on, you need to remember, this is not the first time you cried. This is not the first time you were short of breath. This is not the first time you didn't see a way clear. This is not the first time you were hurt. This is not the first time your heart was broken. This is not the first time you didn't have enough money. This is not the first diagnosis that came up from behind.
Say, I'm gonna live to tell the story. This too shall pass. I will remain. I'm not gonna quit. Every one of my burdens, there's a blessing on the inside of it. If you don't quit, you will win, baby.
You're gonna work through this. You're gonna get up, you're gonna get dressed, you're gonna get out, and you're gonna do what you've been called to do. You're gonna be what you called to be, and you're gonna prove that everybody that tried to break you, everybody that tried to stop you, everybody that tried to kill your dream, you're gonna prove all of them wrong.
Just keep coming back. If you got nothing left to give, just show back up. Half of life, man, is just showing up.
And I'm telling you right now, don't give up. I'm telling you right now, don't give in. Get through it. And if you can get through it, if you can work through your pain, I'm guaranteeing you on the other side is a reward. Pain is not permanent. Pain is temporary.
So as y'all know, y'all have to bear with me as I go through this. This is absolutely much needed for me. I have to release. I have to let go. I have to forgive. I have to apologize. Because I said I'm not going into 2022 this way. Many of y'all know 2021 has absolutely just been so difficult for me. It's absolutely been difficult. And I know in order for me to heal, I have to first release, I have to first address any issues that are bothering me. I have to face them. I have to deal with them head on. I have to stop trying to suppress like the pain doesn't really truly exist. And it does. When I tell you depression is real, it's real, y'all. It's real, it's real, it's real. You're looking at it. You're looking at the face of a person that deals with depression daily. You're looking at a person that pours into everybody. And I don't get anything in return. You're looking at a person that carries a lot of pain. I'm human just like everybody else. I'm human just like you. I hurt like y'all. I get sad like y'all. I cry, I scream, I get angry. I do all of that like everybody else. But today is the day that I've decided I've got to let all of that go. I have to let it go. I feel like I'm losing control. I'm spiraling out of control. And I got to get better, y'all. I have to get better. Right. Thank you for the message. You're right. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. And to my cousin, I love you too, baby. I promise I do. I love you. But I have to get back into my space. I have to go into places that are safe for me, that are conducive to my energy. I'm broken, y'all. I'm broken. I'm hurt. I'm angry. I'm upset. The holidays. That's where I'm at, y'all, mentally. I do want y'all to know that I am absolutely the face of mental illness. I'm what depression looks like. I'm what anxiety looks like. Some days I get up and I don't even know if I'm coming or going. Some days I just lay in the dark. I don't eat. And a lot of that is guilt. A lot of that is anger that I've been holding on to, confusion, sadness, grief. And I'm allowing it to take a toll on my mental. And I know it's not good. I know it's not good. I know it's not healthy for me. I know I'm hurting the people around me. So tonight is again, I'm releasing tonight. I'm releasing, I'm apologizing, I'm forgiving myself because I know 2022 is gonna be greater for me. I know it's gonna be better for me. I feel it. I receive it. I claim it. I want it to be better because I'm tired, y'all. You just don't even understand how tired I am. Y'all have watched me and y'all have gone with me on my journey from the beginning. You've seen the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, and y'all have stayed with me. Y'all have walked with me. Y'all have loved me. Y'all have carried me. But now it's time for me to walk on my own. It's time for me to put one foot in front of the other. That's what it's time for me to do. I have to stop allowing people to carry me. I have to stop allowing people to coddle me. I have to start doing things on my own. I'm in the hardest period of my life, and I don't know what to do. Some days I want to tear stuff up. Some days I want to scream. Some days I want to do nothing. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. I don't know. I'm in a state of confusion. I'm lost. I feel like I'm walking in the dark with no flashlight, just everything. And it all goes back to March 4th, the one day that changed my whole entire life. When I tell you, losing my dad, it was very hard for me. And I'm still dealing with it now, 9 months later. I don't know what to do. I ask God every day, just give me the grace to make it through an hour. Just let me make it through 2 hours. If you allow me to just make it through a day, then I've done something productive. I'm tired. My body is tired. My brain is tired. I'm tired. I'm hurting people around me that love me, that only want to be here for me, to support me. Rage is all that I know. Screaming and lashing out at people, that's all that I know how to do. Because that's what keeps me safe. I don't want anybody close to me because I feel like y'all don't understand what I'm going through. I come on here and I do my show to try to take my mind away from everything that I have going on, but I still have to go back to my regular life when these cameras go off. Some days I want people to hurt as much as I do. Everybody says, Ashley, you know your daddy wouldn't want you like this, but a lot of it is guilt. That's where a lot of it comes from. A lot of it is guilt. I thought I had more time. I knew one day my daddy was gonna go. Just like I know one day my mom is gonna go, but I wasn't prepared for my daddy to leave me. And I'm angry at him for that. I'm so mad. But I think I'm more mad at me than I am at him. We don't get to say when it's our time to go. We just have to go whenever God says it's time for us to go. But I wasn't ready for him to go. And so I'm mad about that. I'm mad because I didn't even get to say goodbye. I didn't get to do any of that. And I'm so envious of people that still have their parents, both of them. So I tell people, love your parents while you still got them, because one of mine is gone. All I got is my mama. And I want a better relationship with her. So that is my manifestation for 2022, is to have a better relationship with my mom, because I don't know when her time is coming. If you never lost a parent, this is what grief looks like. I'm tired of putting on a facade. I'm tired of walking around here like I'm okay, and I really know that I'm not. So that's why I had to come on here tonight. I have to release. I have to let go. I have to forgive myself. I have to. I have to apologize to the people that are around me, the people that love me, the ones that I love. I owe them an apology. But I owe the biggest apology to myself, because I'm still fighting to be better than I was 2 years ago. Hey, what's good? Westworld Music Group. Hey, thank you for tuning in. That's my cousin. I asked God, but I'm mad, I feel like when God took my daddy from me, I felt like I had been robbed. I felt like someone had broken into my house and had stole something from me that was my most prized possession. That's the way I feel right now. I feel robbed. I feel like, why? I ask every day, why? Why was it his time to go? Can I just get one more day? I would do anything to go back to March the 4th. I would do anything. I would give my last breath. I would do whatever the law required, whatever God wanted me to do. That's what I would do. I would go back to that day. I would. And I would tell my daddy that I'm sorry. I would tell him how much I love him, and that I should have been a better daughter to him. I should have been better. This is the way I've been for the last 2 weeks. Just sad, just angry. I've been all over the place. My mind has been everywhere. And no matter how many people try to be there for me, I always push them away, because I feel like y'all don't understand the pain. You don't understand the hurt. You don't understand the grief. You don't understand the guilt. I feel like I'm the only person in the world that feels this way. But I know it's not just me. That I do know. Trey, I do fight. I do everything. I ask God every day, just pull me through. Just give me the strength to make through. But I feel like I'm so weak. You get what I'm saying? I'm lost. I'm numb. I'm confused. I'm angry. I'm sad. My emotions are all over the place. I really feel like I'm spiraling out of control. Trey says grief never gets better. We just learn to adjust. You got this. But when? When does it get easier? That's all I want to know. I just want to know, when does it get easier? Because it just feels like it gets harder every day. This was the first year that I didn't get to talk to my daddy for Mother's Day. I didn't get to call him for Father's Day. You know, Thanksgiving just rolled around. My birthday just rolled around, and I'm mad because I didn't get to talk to him. I didn't get a text. I didn't get a phone call. I didn't get any of that. His birthday was Sunday, and I had to write a post on Facebook. There's not phone calls that you can make to having to call a person and just tell a person how much you miss them. And that's where I'm at right now. People say time, you know how much time. I'm giving it time. It's been 9 months. My daddy been gone 9 months, y'all. 9. My daddy would have been 80 this year, 80 years old. And I have to go to a cemetery to go look at him to tell him happy birthday or to say anything. I found myself Sunday sending a text message to his phone, and I know it's off. I feel like I'm losing control. I feel like I'm in a battle that I'm never gonna win. That's where I feel like I'm at right now. I'm lost. Everybody tries to be here, and I'm so sorry that I just don't know what to do. I don't see my therapist anymore. I tried the grief counseling, but I feel like in the grief counseling that was trauma bonded, and I don't want to be trauma bonded to anybody. You know, give me the tools on how I can make it through. That's all I want. I just want the tools, just not necessarily a guide, but give me the tools on how to channel my emotions, on what I'm supposed to do on days like this. So that way I'm not lashing out at people. So that way I'm not talking crazy to people. That's all I want. Just give me the tools. Just show me what I'm supposed to do. Some days, y'all, I want to flip tables over. Like I want to tear something up. That's the way I feel. But I know that's not healthy for me. I know it's not. Miss Crystal says it's hard to understand until you experience it. Praying for you. Thank you. And Miss Tawana says, hey sis, I don't have my mom or dad. She say death was 6 years apart. She say it's hard but understand. It does get easier, not better in time. But I'm ready to get to that point where it gets easier. I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to scream at people anymore. I don't want to yell at people anymore. I don't want to lash out at people anymore. I don't want to talk crazy to people anymore. I don't like that person. That's the person I'm fighting to get away from. That's the person I'm fighting to get away from. And Shamisha, I love you too, baby. I promise. I love you, and my prayers and my condolences to you. And I love you too, cousin. I just pray every day, y'all. I pray. I do. Every day I pray. Every day I ask God just another day. I really it's hard for me to believe that. It's really hard. It's really hard for me to believe that. Shamisha says, she says, I know your pain, sis. I know he will want you to stay strong. Asking God right now to give you strength. I need all of it, y'all. It's the holidays are rolling around. And it's a first. Y'all just don't even know this is a first. A first. And I just don't know how to cope. What do I do? I would never wish this pain on anybody. I tell anybody, I would never, 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 ever, ever wish this kind of pain on anybody. I need all the hugs. I need all the prayers. I need all the love. I need everything. I need all of it because I'm hurting right now. I love you too, sissy. I promise I love you. I need those prayers. I absolutely do. What do I say? My heart knows. My dad is gone. My heart knows. My mind just, I can't wrap my mind around it. I won't allow my mind to accept that he's gone just because some days I wake up and it's just a dream. I look at his pictures and it just all seems so surreal. Like it doesn't. Like it just does not seem real. Does it really get easier? Is the question. Does it really truly get easier? That's what I don't understand. Is does it get easier? And if it does, when? When does it get easier? I know, Javert, you always praying for me, and you always the one that I always shut up. And I always push the ones away that just want to be here, but some days I feel like y'all are enabling me. I love you too, right? Y'all promise I do. Thank you. She said, you need to pull all that anger out, okay? It will get easy. I promise you. Call me, okay? She said, I could tell you some things I did to help on my difficult days. Raya doesn't get it. I just want to know. Just y'all tell it to my heart. Oh, Shamisha, I love you. And that's what I mean. You still stay so strong despite everything you go through. And I just admire people that are able to just go through their stress and go through their emotions. I admire people like that. Oh, and when I love you too, baby. I do. I admire people. Y'all just, oh my God. I need it. I had it. I have to release y'all. I have to. So I'm gonna first start by just releasing all my emotions, which I just did right now. When it comes to grief, it comes in waves. Some days, y'all, I get up and I'm like, yeah, I could take on a day. But I may hear a song or I may see something that comes across the TV or I may see a picture. And I just go back into that hole and I just sit there. People like, Ashley, are you all right? And I say, yeah, I'm good. When really I'm not. But I don't want to put my burdens on anybody. It's not anybody else's pain to carry but me. I just, Oh, thank you, Westworld. I appreciate it. I need it. I need that. I got you, sissy. I love you. Everyone says you're strong, you're brave, you matter, you are enough. You are not a mistake. Be your 100% authentic self. God is with you, and His love for you wakes you up daily. God has the last say, and I do. But I don't want anybody to carry my pain for me. I feel like, and maybe that's just the waves of grief. I don't know. But I feel like when people say, "Oh, I got you. I'm going to carry this for you," I feel like they're enabling me. I don't know. Maybe that's just my twisted walk way of thinking. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really honestly don't know. I don't understand from day to day. I wake up some days in a state of confusion. I wake up in a fog, and I still push through. There are some days, y'all, that I tell God, why me? Why do you allow me to get up another day? But I know that's grief. I know that's the guilt. When I found out my father was sick, I never even picked up the phone to call. I never picked up the phone to call because I thought in my own selfish mind that I had more time. That, oh, my dad, he's got COVID, he'll be all right. But I didn't have time. I didn't. And I should have been a better daughter. I should have appreciated him more when he was here. I should have given my father his flowers when he could still see him, but I didn't because I'm selfish. I'm so selfish because all I thought about was me and the anger that I felt. You know what I'm saying? That's what stopped me from picking up the phone and calling and saying, you know what, Daddy, I love you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. I didn't mean to hang up in your face. I never would have thought in a million years that November 14th would have been the last time I ever heard my father's voice. Because that was the last time I spoke to him. I never would have known. So every day I try to be a better person. I try to be a better mother. I try to be a better friend. I try to be a better girlfriend. I try to be all of that at one time. I try to be all of that. I don't want to disappoint anybody. It's just a matter of me learning to allow people to get close to me, to allow people to really truly be there for me. But when you've been burned so many times, you don't trust anybody. And that's where I'm at in life. And that's not fair to the people that really, truly, genuinely love me. That's where I'm at. I got on here tonight, y'all, because I needed to vent. I needed to get into my space. I needed to release because I don't write. I don't write. So it's easier for me, y'all, to get in front of this camera. And it's easy for me to vent. It's easy because there's no judgment. And sometimes you need the reassurance. Sometimes you need to hear that actually it's okay to be sad, that it's okay to be angry, that that's the part of grief when you lose someone that you love, that it's okay to feel this way. Because some days I feel like I can't go on. Some days I say I would switch places. But then I have to think about my babies. You get what I'm saying? I know my daddy wouldn't want me like this, but it hurts. It hurts. The one person that you could call and the one person that I could call and I can talk about anything is gone. My daddy is gone. Which means he's like not ever coming back. Like my father's life ended and I'm mad about that. You get what I'm saying? I'm angry at God. But am I supposed to feel that way? Am I crazy for feeling like that? I have so many questions. I want to know what was my father's state of mind when he took his last breath. I want to know that because I wasn't there. Did God give him a choice? Did God say, do you want to stay or do you want to go? Did my father choose to go? Why wasn't I next to him? Why wasn't I there? Why do we have this stupid COVID? Like I have 1,099 questions. You get what I'm saying? And I just really I have buku questions. I want to know. And I know I'll never get the answers to those questions. I know I won't. I know that I won't. I just want y'all to just tell that to my heart. My heart feels like it's in a million pieces. So Miss Shamisha says, I try my best to remember the good memories and pray about my emotions because it's hard. But if you bow on your knees, you ask God, He will do it for you because you can't do it in your own strength. He will give you the strength. And Edwin says it's not taking on your pain, it's holding you up and going through it with you. Sometimes we're in our own head. Your village will hold and lift you up. But my village is so far. It's so far. I really feel like I don't have anybody here. I go through this alone. I sit in my house, y'all. I can't talk to my mom about it because me and my mom don't have a good relationship. And some days I just want to lay on her and just cry and just tell her how I'm feeling. That's what I want to do. But that is absolutely my manifestation for 2022 is to mend any broken relationships that I have. Because I don't know when my last day or your last day. And I no longer want this guilt to eat me up anymore. Miss Shamisha says, forgive yourself and you will heal. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just try and heal. I love you so, so, so. I love you too. And you so far, I wish you were here. Because me and you have gone through so much together. My cousin Kirsten says, she says the enemy wants to isolate you from us. Satan is trying to disturb everything within you and around you through pain. I know this hurts, but one day at a time, Ash. You are not a burden, and the pain you're carrying, God wants you to give it to Him. You are more than a conqueror. Satan, you have no power or authority over Ashley. She will always be mentally stable, strong, beautiful, and a vessel for Jesus Christ. Lead her, Lord. Touch her and heal her in all her hurt places. I don't know what to do. I really feel like God don't hear me. I really feel like He don't hear me. I know you love us all. I do. I really, some days I feel like God doesn't hear me. Because I felt like if He heard me, I wouldn't be hurting like this, you know. And I love you too. Just be patient with me. I have to get used to being able to open up to people and tell people how I feel. Because it seems like every time I try to open up to people and tell people how I'm feeling, I get burned in the end. So I just hold everything in. I just don't say anything to anybody because a lot of people have turned their backs on me. The people that I thought were very, very close or meant good to me walked away. Kirsten says, "You're not crazy." Ashley talked to God and He revealed what you asked. Oh, Jahan, I love you too. Y'all, I'm just a barrel of emotions right now. I am. To the point where I'm making myself sick. Hey, Dre, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I need to get back on y'all's show. I do. I need some mental clarity. I do. I really honestly do. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow this to become my therapy sessions, you know, where I'm able to release. Because, like I say, y'all, I tried the grief counseling and I really just didn't see it beneficial to me. Maybe it was beneficial to somebody else, but it just wasn't to me because I felt like I was trauma bonding with people and I don't want to be trauma bonded to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I just stopped going. And Miss Shamisha says, yes, he do. You have to believe it's the battle of the mind, but the devil is a lie. He can get his hands off you because you covered under the blood of Jesus Christ. Y'all, I miss my dad. This is the year of so many firsts. It is. It's the year of so many firsts. And I just want to make it through. There's so many things that I have to tackle. And I'm trying to do it all at one time, you know. My father passed away in Montgomery, Alabama. No will. So my father has property. And all of the responsibility fell on me. No help, no assistance, nothing. And I'm angry about that. On top of the fact that my father is gone, I'm angry. I'm very angry. I'm pissed off. Not only did you leave me, Daddy, but you left me with your mess to clean up with no help. No help. Not anyone, not any one of his, you know what, let me be respectful. Not any one of his family members has reached out to me to say, Ashley, are you okay over there? How are things going? But I shouldn't expect anything less from them. You get what I'm saying? Because that's just the type of people they are. Again, y'all, I'm releasing all of my emotions. I'm channeling my anger in the most positive way. But I'm angry about that. You left me with a big responsibility and I don't know what to do. I'm angry because I want to just leave everything. I want to walk away from everything in regards to you, but the biggest part of me won't allow me to do that. I know they say you can't tie monetary stuff to people, but my father's house, that's all I have left to him. I want to keep it. I'm angry about that. Hey, X. Hey, big brother. How you feeling? Tonight, brother, I'm releasing tonight because I don't want to be sad anymore. I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to hate anybody anymore. I just want to be happy. I want to finally find my place of peace. I want to find my place of happiness. I really want to genuinely get out of my bed every day and be happy and not fight to be happy. So I'm releasing all of my emotions tonight because after tonight, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to feel this way anymore at all. I don't. I'm tired. It's draining me mentally, emotionally. I can't do this no more. I'm hurting people. I'm hurting myself. And I know that's what I mean when I say, Shamisha, you just lost your husband. And you do encourage. And that's why I say I admire your strength. I admire that even in the midst of your own storm, you still providing sunlight and sunshine to the other ones that ain't getting it. So I'm angry because, like I said, only one family member has reached out to me, and that's my cousin Brenda, to see how I'm doing. Not, Ashley, how you feeling? How's the process going? Is there anything I could do to help you? I get none of that. But my father's side of the family just also loves me so much. But I call bullshit on that. And I'm going to go on and see it. Since I'm releasing my emotions tonight, I call bullshit on that. Because y'all don't care. Because everything y'all took me through to bury my father, I'll never forgive y'all for that. Never forgive y'all for that. You know what? Let me back up. I will forget, but I'll never forget the emotional strain that y'all took me through to bury my father. Hey, Bookie, I love you. And that's what I'm doing, brother. I've got to find a way to cope with. I have to. I have to release. I have to let this anger go. I've got to let it's anger. And then maybe once I'm able to release the anger, then maybe I can finally allow myself to heal. But I'm pissed off. I'm absolutely upset. I'm angry because again, not only am I upset that you died, but the fact that you had nothing in order. So I'm left to sort through your messiness in life. And it's unfair to me. But I just want to make it through the holidays because mentally, I'm not mentally stable to deal with it right now. To even go through the process. I haven't been back to his home because I'm not in a good mental space. That's where I'm at. I won't go back to the cemetery. Because to me, I just feel like death is so final. I try to carry my daddy with me. I try to do good. I ask every day, is he even proud of me? Did he know that I loved him? And I did. Despite everything my father did to me, I still loved him. I still wanted a relationship with him, regardless of his other children. I wanted a relationship with him. I just wanted him to be closer to me because I wanted to be close to him. And I'm mad because that will never happen. Yeah, you're close to me, but you're in a cemetery. And that's where I'm at right now. Is the anger. I'm dealing with the anger, the fact that my father left me. That's just it, period. That's what I'm angry about because he left. I felt like he was being selfish when really in actuality it's me. I'm trying to learn how to be unselfish. And I think that's the frustrating part is because I want the process to hurry up. Like I want it to go faster. That's a lot of the release. It's like I'm ready to get through this process. Like, okay, when can I really start being happy? When does it not hurt so much? You get what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. When does it not hurt so much? I'm tired. I'm emotionally tired. I'm mentally tired. I'm physically tired. I'm drained. Like I say, this is the year of first Christmas, my father's first birthday, my first birthday without him. It was my first Mother's Day, my first Father's Day, first Thanksgiving, first Memorial Day, late whatever holidays. But I'm ready to get through the process. Like I'm ready to. I'm just ready. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of not being able to eat. I'm tired of having to force myself out of the bed. I'm tired. I'm tired of sitting in the dark. That's where I'm at. And I tell anybody, if you still have both of your parents, love both of them, love them, love them, love them, because this pain here is it's like a lingering pain. It's like it's indescribable. It's an indescribable pain. It's like a rage. It's I just want somebody to hurt like me, and I know that's selfish. It's very selfish. Very selfish. And I have to learn how to be unselfish. I have to allow people to know. I have to be able to talk. I have to be open. Miss Shamisha say, I've been going through something. When people die, you see their true colors. But God say, vengeance is mine. Trust on that. Just evil, cold-hearted people for real. Just pray for them and heal. And I know, Keith. I know I can't. Like, I want my brother. I want a relationship with my brother. I do. That is my goal for 2022 is to mend some of these broken relationships and to really heal. I know, brother. My brother said we need you. We talked about this. You need an outlet to vent these feelings. If not, it's gonna fester like an infected wound, and it'll hurt yourself and others too. And that's where I'm at. He said, "Look in the mirror and you'll see him." I see his smile. I hear my daddy's laugh. But I want to feel that physically. I know Big Brother will. He said, "You can't rush healing." Tell that to my heart. Y'all tell that to my heart. My heart don't understand. And shout out to my brother, Big Brother Will. Um, on Sundays and Tuesdays, he hosts the ADHD Hour on Sundays, and then the Blackmailed podcast on Tuesdays. Y'all check him out. Subscribe to him on Facebook. Follow him on Facebook. Subscribe to him on YouTube. Thank you, Sean. He says, keep being strong. Be strong for your father who raised a wonderful woman. My brother X say, please don't make the mistake that I did. I let the death of my mother affect my marriage in a negative way. And it is taking a toll on my relationship. And I'm going to get into that because I really completely embarrassed myself, y'all. Oh, Amisha, it's real hard. It's so hard. And I love you too, BB. And thank you for just even taking my text at 6 o'clock in the morning the other night. Miss Misha say, this time of year, no one can ever tell me to get over it. I heard just like you, I don't have my mom or my dad. It's not easy, and I've been there. What do you do? This is my first year without my daddy, and I don't know what to do. I really feel like I'm all over the place. I promise. I feel like I'm out of control, like I'm spiraling out of control. And I love you too, Yoshi. I do. I love you so much. Miss Misha said, you have to let it go. I sat with my friend tonight and she told me you have to get through it and let people be there for you. You have to. But how do you trust people? Because I've always been there for everybody. Always been there for everybody. Miss Shamisha said, if you have a Bible, read Psalm 35, Psalm 91, and Psalm 23. Can you text those to me? Because I need anything to make it through. Like I say, I tried the grief counseling and it works for some, but it just did not work for me. I couldn't do it. It was just too much. And X said, I have a sister living in New Jersey that I haven't seen in 30 years. I know that feeling. I do. I want my brother. I want my baby brother. BB say always, baby, whenever you need me, I am here. You got your baby. So you call me when you are free. You got a brand new baby. Shamisha, I love you. I love you so much. I love all of you. I promise I do. I'm human, y'all. I hurt. I know some days when y'all see me post pictures, I just look, but I don't. I hurt. I hurt tremendously. Yoshi say you and your daddy's child identical twins. That's my baby. X say when I sat there and watched the life leave my mother's eyes, I haven't been the same since. But you know, X, I wonder, what was my daddy thinking? Was he scared to go? Was he afraid to go? Did God give him a choice? Did God say you could stay or you could go? Did my father choose to go? Misha say, I want to hug you so bad I do because I know the pain you're going through. It's a pain that you can't describe. But what you're doing right now is a start. I just want my daddy to tell me he's proud of me. I just wanted to tell him he loved me. Am I doing the right thing? Am I saying the right things? Am I helping somebody else? This has really become my diary. Just a video diary. She said, but what you're doing right now is a start. Trust me, it is. She said, I didn't have this platform. I had nothing. But I feel like this is all that I have. You know, and I love you too. And Shamisha, you've always been there for me through everything. Even when I lived in Mississippi, you was always there for me. And I love you for that and I appreciate. And I promise I'm gonna be a better friend. I'm gonna start checking on people. I love you too, cousin. I do. I want my brother. Hey, Mr. Robert. He say, he say, good evening. Sorry to see you are grieving. I'm no expert in this area, but my advice would be to embrace your grievance as opposed to trying to suppress and searching for ways to end the pain. And that's where I'm at. Is I feel like if I get too happy, then I've forgotten about my dad, you know. My brother said, excuse me, I have to get something out of my eye. And Shamisha said, he is proud of you and he loves you unconditionally. Big brother Will say, you can't obsess over the details. It will torture you. Focus on being whole and carrying his memory and legacy. He will be proud of you for that. My cousin said, your daddy is proud of you. And I know that for a fact. Mr. Roberts says, I think talking about it and searching for answers is definitely good. So what you are currently doing, I think is definitely helpful. You know, Mr. Robert, I had to, because I can't write. I mean, I can write, but I just really feel like my words get jumbled. Like I just lose what I'm trying to write about. So I said, this is a better way for me to release, for me to get, this has become like my video diary. So, and Yoshi says he is certainly proud of you. He is smiling down on your grieving heart. He knows your heart. He wants you happy, sissy. Am I crazy for wanting to hear him say it? Because I hear his voice. I see his face. My daddy had a smile that could light up a room, you know. And I think that's what I miss the most is calling him and saying, hey, daddy, what you doing? This is your twin. And just hearing his laugh on the phone, and that's what I miss. That's what I miss the most. The holidays are rolling around. I didn't even talk to my father for Christmas last year. Again, I didn't know November 14th would have been the last day I ever heard my father's voice. I didn't know. I didn't know. I wasn't expecting that. Yoshi says use a tape recorder, then put it on paper. No, you're not crazy. Maybe that's what I need to start doing every day. It's just maybe record myself talking and just expressing how I feel from day to day, because it just varies. Every day it's a different emotion, it's a different feeling. Some days I'm good, other days not so good. So I go into my next, and that's forgiving myself. I have to first forgive myself and understand I only did what I knew how to do. I can't keep beating myself down like this because, like my therapist told me, regardless if you talk to your daddy the day before, 2 weeks before, 5 years before, the outcome would have still been the same. But how do you really forgive yourself? I don't want to accept what I did. I really want to apologize to myself. I want to tell myself that I didn't do anything wrong. But in my mind, I feel like I did. I feel like I should have called. I should have done something. I should have let him know. I know my daddy knew that I loved him. I know he did. At least I hope he did. My daddy was my heart. Can I really truly forgive myself? I think I can. I'm ready to let the pain go. I really am ready to heal. I'm tired. I haven't been productive with my podcast. Remember, y'all, I was very energetic. Every day, y'all were getting an episode. Every day. I was upbeat. I was where I needed to be. And I disappointed myself because this was something that I really truly want to come to pass. I want my podcast to be able to help somebody the way that it's helping me. So I'm forgiving myself for playing in my own, I'm sorry, stepping on my own toes, playing with my own potential. So I have to forgive myself for that. Or am I apologizing? Maybe a little of both. I'm just playing with the cards that life dealt to me. But I know I have to learn how to play smart and not hard. I put too much on myself, you know, and I always end up disappointed because I have so many expectations. And I have to stop. Yoshi says he knows. He forgave you, and now it's time for you to forgive yourself and heal. Maybe once I walk in his home, I don't know. I just have to give myself the grace. I have to be able to understand and learn how to process all of this. It's new, it's fresh. It's time for me to take these band-aids off. It's time for me to be the Ashley that I know my father knows I know how to be. So I forgive myself. I do. I forgive myself for not calling. I forgive myself for saying those mean words to my father. I forgive myself for blocking him and not allowing him to call me. I do. Yoshi says you have to. That's the only way. The one I met at Hibbett's. I have to forgive myself for not even allowing myself to be happy, for allowing this to consume my life and destroy a lot of relationships along the way because I'm hurting. It's not good for me. That's why y'all had to get the real Ashley. No, nothing, no makeup, no, y'all have to get Ashley. You have to get the real me. I'm tired of hiding behind this fake happiness, this facade, you know. So here I am. You got me. You got me forgiving myself. Tell Mama I love her so much. I love both. I love all of y'all. I miss y'all so much. I have to make my way to the coast. I'm in a better space so I could come now because that part is over. And Trigger says, give yourself permission to be free, living your truth. We love you no less, and I love you too. I have to forgive myself for not wanting to be happy. And I received that. I feel like when I'm too happy, I've forgotten about my dad. So I'm forgiving myself. I want to be free. I do. I want to love limitless. I want to love with no boundaries. I want, I just want the old Ashley back prior to March the 4th. But learning how to deal with life after March the 4th, if that makes sense. That's the Ashley I want to get back to. That's the Ashley I want to get back to. So y'all know as I wind down, it's time for my apologies. I gotta get some water. Hold on, y'all. Wait. It's time for my apologies. Yosha said it takes one day at a time. You got this. And Trigger says when you too happy, that's how you know he's there, smiling and being happy for you. You will find your way to her, one day at a time. So here comes the difficult part. Is the apologies. So my first apology goes to these three beautiful people right here. And that's my children. I'm apologizing to my children, letting my children know I'm sorry, that I haven't been the best these last 9 months. I haven't been the best. I got lost. But slowly I'm finding my way back. Slowly. I'm slowly finding my way back. I promise 2022 will be way better than 2021. 2022 will be our year. So to Ja'Cory, Jamari, and Chase, you're going to get the best mom ever in 2022. And I appreciate y'all for riding with me, for rocking with me, and still being down with me. I love you. I love my babies. To my father, I apologize for not calling you, for not picking up the phone. I apologize for those things that I said to you that day. And it was all done out of love. I just wanted you close to me. And I love you. I miss you. And I'm going to keep you as close to my heart as I can. I hope you're smiling at me. I hope I'm making you proud. Because I love you. And I miss you so much. And I ask God just to take care of me. So that way, when it's my time, I can see you again. That's all I want. And to my stalker, well, I'm not going to even call him a stalker, but to my baby, I love you so much. I apologize for acting the way that I did this weekend when all you wanted to do was just be here for me. And like I told you, one day at a time, and I appreciate you being patient with me and just loving me the way that you do. And I love you always. My big teddy bear. Yes, ma'am. That is the California King. That is the love of my life. Thank you, cousin. And for the conversation on Sunday, cousin. I needed that. You know, I want to say to you also, Teddy Bear, I thank my dad for sending you to me. You are absolutely appreciated. And again, I apologize for showing my ass the way that I did on Sunday when all you wanted to do was just be there. My baby. And the last person I need to apologize to is myself. I owe the biggest apology to myself. I have to apologize to me. I have to let Ashley know that you're human and you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall down. It's just a matter of me learning how to channel my emotions the proper way. I apologize for putting all the pressure and all the weight on myself. I apologize for that. I apologize to me because I'm better than this. I'm bigger than this. You know I'm greater than this pain that I carry. I'm greater than that. I love myself for everything. I absolutely do. My cousin says, Amen. My cousin says, now where is the ring? We're not rushing on that one. We're just taking it one day at a time. One day. Because if once I get to that point, I want to be in a healthy space. Thank you, Yoshi. Um, he is absolutely my safest place on earth outside of God. You know, I really want to say the universe really aligned everything beautifully for me. And I know my father had a hand in all of that too. I know my dad did. Because anybody that can tolerate me and my mood swings, it takes a very special person. It does. It absolutely does. It takes a very special person. And Prince, I love you too, BFF. He says, stay strong. You got this. I'm the best. Continue to do and be great. I appreciate that. And Big Brother Will, I love you so much. I just thank you for being understanding and all the great things that we have planned for 2022. I absolutely cannot wait. And I'm going to be in a better space, not only mentally, but physically and emotionally as we go into 2022. And LaDonna, I love you too, baby. I promise I do. And I know, Big Brother, we are just destined for greatness. And I'm excited, you know. I know. And he does, Yoshi. Like I said, it takes a special person to deal with me, but I appreciate it. But I appreciate y'all too, for just even coming on here, for y'all encouraging me, for y'all loving on me, because I needed that. Today was a very bad day for me. It was absolutely a bad day. I just laid here. I just laid here in the dark. I was supposed to do my show with my brother, but my energy just wasn't vibrating. And I said, I've got to release this today. I've got to release this today. Because I don't want to wake up tomorrow feeling the same way I feel today. And Trigger says, you're an amazing woman. You deserve happiness in every form. I love you, sis. And we're taking our friend trip in 2022. Yes, I absolutely want to take that friend trip. And we're going to absolutely make it happen. 2022 is my year of growth. That's what 2022 is going to hold for me. It's my year of growth. It's my year of grace. It's my year of peace. Because I'm going to end 2021 with happiness. There's no doubt about that. And I'm going to celebrate. My daddy may not be here in body, but I know my father still walks with me. I miss him and I love him past the moon and the stars. Yoshi says that's what we're here for. We may have space between us, but we are here. And I know that. And I needed the affirmation, the confirmation. I needed to hear it. Some days we need to hear that. Oh, Shane, I love you too, sissy. And I miss you. Between you, Yoshi, and Shamisha, oh my God, that's my Mississippi family. These ladies, they absolutely rocked with me. And still to this day, here we are 5 years later, and they still rocking with me. And I love it. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to surround me. And I'm sorry that I didn't appreciate y'all, but I see. I see. I do. I see. So, y'all know Christmas is next week. What are the upcoming episodes for Black Girl Interrupted? So, I am going to do just a little Christmas episode just to touch bases and just to check in with y'all. Tomorrow night, we're going to go in and we start talking about reflecting, refocusing, and regrowth as we walk into 2022. This was just the first chapter of the book, and I'm excited. Tonight was a major step for me. It was major in the most major way. Yeah, Miss Shane and Yoshi say no turnbacks. So I can't return the sender. I'm stuck until God says no more. And Miss Shana, she says, we got this, sis. When I lost my dad, I lost myself. She says it's only up from here. I hope so. She said, we're stuck like Chuck, babe. She said, we down like 2 full flats on a Cadillac. Okay, I'll take that. But it is. I'm absolutely ecstatic as we end the year reflecting, refocusing, and regroup. And like I say, tonight was major for me. This was a big step for me. It was a big step. I had to pull myself together to get the strength, but I knew it was time. I owe it to so many people to be the best me, but I mostly owe it to myself. I've already started the final thoughts, but I owe this to myself to be better to me, to be better to my children, to be better to my man, to be better to my friends, and be better to my family. That's who I owe everything to. I have to allow myself the grace. I have to understand that it's a process, you know. So not only do I have to pray for peace, but I have to pray for patience and know that Rome wasn't built in a day. I have to understand that I'm going to have those good days and I'm going to have those bad days. And on those bad days, I have to learn how to maneuver through those bad days and not allow those bad days to destroy me. Because in tune, when I destroy me, I destroy the people around me, I destroy the people that love me. And I can no longer allow that to happen. I've allowed the devil to control my life for so many years that now it's time for me to allow God to step in. On those days that I feel like I can't go on those days that I feel like giving up, I have to allow God to carry me. One day at a time, y'all. One foot in front of the other. But I know I can do it. I believe I can do it. Y'all hold me accountable, though. Y'all hold me accountable. Y'all tell me when I'm slipping. Let me know. Pull my tail and say, Ash, you're tripping. Let me know that. I won't take it as you're beating me down. That's love. I love you too, baby. I miss you. I love you on purpose and I love you for free. But y'all let me know when I'm falling. I receive it, I receive it, I receive it all. She said, take one day at a time, sis. We all been through the storm. You just gotta stay focused. I know, T. She says, I win. The devil can't have me, y'all. She tells me everything attached to me wins. It's my winning season. I receive it. Like I said, I can't walk into 2022 with the same amount of pain that I'm carrying in this moment. I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it. It's heavy, y'all. And it's weighing me down. And I thank you for that. I receive it. I'm not going to ever stop fighting. I'll never stop fighting. And I know I'm not alone, even on the days that I feel like I am. I know I'm not by myself. I love y'all. You know, I miss the village, but I see y'all not far. Cousin, I didn't came too far to give up. It was just a matter of me releasing it. I've been holding it in. And I love you too, baby. I love you, love you, love you. Yes, ma'am. It is. Shayna say you could do this. I'm always a phone call away. And you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Every lady, every man on my timeline, you're amazing. You're beautiful. I love you. And regardless of whatever it is that you're going through, you know, God, she say transparency is a gift from God. I had to release. I had to be free. I've been bound. I've allowed this grief to just control my whole life. I've allowed it to control me and dictate for the last 9 months. I love you too. And I do cry. I cried today. Like I said, I have to get better. And I am, you know. I want to be in a better mental space. I want to be out of this fog. I want to be out of this storm that I'm standing in the midst of. But I already know that God has to pull you through an uncomfortable season in order for you to get comfortable. So I received that. And that's absolutely the truth. And I did. I completely lost Ashley. I lost who I was. I lost who I was trying to become. And I'm learning the lesson. So as everybody says, I understood the assignment, you know. I understood it. I had to get up today. I had to decompress. I had to release. I was like a hot air balloon. And this is just the first step. But it's not over. I got a long ways to go. And I received that. I take that. I can breathe a little easier tonight, knowing that I've let I do. I need to get up tomorrow and put one foot down at a time. That's what I have to do. I have to take it second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, then day, then week, then months, and then come the years. My lesson in all of this is to be able to look back and say, thank you. You did it. You did it. You did it. I got this. I'm a little lighter. Again, I had to apologize to myself. I had to forgive. She says my daughter and future granddaughters need to see that we got up. She said, thank you, God. Grateful for you. And she said, the days you don't want to, you pray and you press harder. She says, we are better together. I know. Oh, I made it. I made it. I did it. I did it. I did it today. I pushed through. My cousin says, you got this, girl. I pushed through. I made it. Oh, yes, ma'am. It is Sagittarius season. The greatest sign of them all. My dad was a Sagittarius, y'all, December 12th. But I made it. I made it through. I got through another episode. Yes, ma'am. Who that? My Saints won Sunday. But I did. I got through this episode in one piece. I did. I made it. I got through this. I made it another day. Thank you. I look like my daddy. Yes, ma'am. We definitely have to stay prayed up, and I received that the better days are coming. Yes, that's my song. I love that song. He says, and when you can't hear my voice, and he understands. Yes, ma'am. Hootie, I absolutely ask. Peace to be still. Happy belated birthday, Yoshi. Yoshi's a Sagittarius. She said my eyebrows is on fleek. I love y'all. I do. But y'all know, we are at the end. So you already know. Black Girl Interrupted. Y'all know you can find me on all streaming platforms. I'm on Audible. I'm on Spotify. I'm on iHeart. I'm on Deezer. I'm everywhere. I'm live every Tuesday, every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Like, share, subscribe. If this video resonated with you tonight, share it. Subscribe. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm on Twitter, Clubhouse. I'm everywhere. I'm all over the place. She said, I know that's why she put it there. Yes, ma'am. We're all sags. Yes. And I love you too, baby. I promise I do. But y'all, again, if this resonated with anybody, if this helped anybody tonight, then I've made a difference. I've done exactly what the Lord wanted me to do. And that was to release. That was for me to forgive. And that was for me to apologize. Not only to the people that love me, but I had to apologize and I had to forgive myself. My eyes hurt. I've cried all day. Yes, ma'am. I am absolutely God's favorite. And Big Brother Will's birthday was December the 9th. Sad. But I appreciate y'all. I will definitely be on tomorrow night. We just, whatever, we just gonna talk about whatever, I want to know how everybody is feeling. Give you guys an update on the trial of Dante Wright. Just have some great conversations. Let's laugh. Let's joke. Let's just be grateful. Let's just be grateful. Let's celebrate. See, look at that beautiful William Pitt smile. You light up the room with your smile. Yeah. That's one of the things my father knew how to do, was that smile. My little eyes. But tomorrow night, I'll give you the update on the Dante Wright trial. Yes, baby, your birthday is the week after mine, December the 5th. Wendy's is December 7th. Will is December 9th. My dad is December 12th. My brother is December 18th. Yoshi's birthday was December 10th. Oh, yeah, my daddy could absolutely work a smile. Just everything about him. Just, I miss. The 11th. That's right. I was close. I was a day off. I was a day early. Day before my daddy's. My daddy's was Sunday the 12th. But y'all subscribe to Black Girl Interrupted podcast. I'm on YouTube. Like I said, I'm everywhere. I want to say thank y'all for riding this emotional roller coaster with me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I couldn't have gotten through this episode without y'all. And of course, by the grace of God. Okay, I will. But I do. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And like I say, tomorrow night, I'll update y'all on the murder trial of Kimberly Potter, the police officer that shot a 21-year-old Dante Wright last year. And I'll be in a better space tomorrow mentally. As we get prepared to wind out the year with reflecting, refocusing, and regrowth. And I want you guys to get prepared because I want to know, what are your manifestations for 2022? We're manifesting anything together. But I love you guys. I will see y'all tomorrow night, 8:15 Central Time, 9:15 Eastern Time, 6:15 Pacific Time. And we're going to be ready. But I love y'all. I'm going to take a shower and mentally prepare myself to lay down for work tomorrow morning. But I love y'all. And again, thank y'all for tonight. Thank y'all. I needed this. And y'all are absolutely appreciated. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Good night.